Today, ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you the story of the Bad News Eagles. This is a team who literally formed a few months ago. A team with huge dreams, but no backing. A team that defied the odds and got through to the major, bringing it to the pros. At their heart, they're just a group of friends who grew up playing in internet cafes. A whole bunch of FPL players who now have a shot at the major. As well as that, it's the very first time a team from Albania and Kosovo have actually got into the major. Tier 1 teams, we could only see them in our dreams, but now there's an Albanian Kosovar team that is actually playing against them and facing them. These 5 players have made absolute history for their countries. It is a huge deal. In fact, so much of a big deal that the president of Kosovo officially congratulated them on getting into the major. Rigon said it's going to be a life changer for every single one of us. This was the very sweaty and intense 16-14 moment that they managed to be sinners and qualify to get into the major.
Win this round and win the ticket to the major.
No!
Big spam, but Juan Latro closes it down. The major. He goes crazy. And so do the Bad News Eagles. They've done it, Davey.
And it wasn't just me who enjoyed this moment. A lot of other people from the CSGO community loved it as well.
Let's go! Look at him, let's go! Блядь, от район! Let's get it, baby!
However, that elbow headshot, that looks like it must have really hurt. This team is all about its chemistry and its friendship. Juan Flatro, for example, is quoted saying, "No doubt about it, we really get along with each other, we have a good time, and I think it's the biggest asset we have as a team. We put a lot of individual hours playing FPL into the morning. Basically, we were just playing CS and sleeping, and that was it. And that helped a lot. Playing around big names, getting rid of the fear and being comfortable with them, that motivated us a lot. So we became a lot more confident getting on the server for tournaments. If I'm playing against Simple, if I'm playing against Zywoo on FPL, why can't I dominate here too?" I wanted to congratulate the Bad News Eagles myself through the best method I know how, and that was trade up contracts. I figured if I got luck in the contracts, I could give them to the players and hopefully they can carry on that luck in the major. I messaged Synopsy asking if I could do a few trade up contracts for them and I could make a video for them. He was more than happy for me to do so. I also asked him which weapons specifically him and his team would like, and I got the answer of 2 AWPs, 3 AKs. This left me with a few choices. I had to structure my trade up contracts within the price range that I wanted to give, which was around the $2,000 mark per player. So I decided I would do some restricted trade-ups, and these could possibly get the AK-47 Hydroponic, the Negev Molnir, which obviously isn't very usable, but we could chuck that in a contract in the future. Also the Knight, which obviously isn't very usable, but once again, useful for a contract in the future. The Vulcan in Factory New Stat Track, legendary skin. The Fire Serpent in Factory New Stat Track. The Gold Arabesque, and for the AWPs, the Dragon Law, the Gungnir, and the Desert Hydra. These were going to be some absolutely legendary contracts, and I was already looking forward to watching the boys represent at the major. This team has so much spirit and so much heart, it's almost impossible not to support them. I'm going to be at the major, I'm going to be massively rooting for them, and fingers crossed they get through the initial stages, but even if they don't, they made a huge dream come true. The fact you can now get Bad News Eagles stickers in game as well, along with all of their player signatures. Hopefully they'll add them to the skins that I craft for them. Let's do this. I actually did the first contract as soon as I came up with the idea because I was so excited about it. I didn't even message Synopsy first, I just kind of jumped into it. In fact, I was so eager I didn't even put my cam on. But here's what came out of it. And when I messaged Synopsy, I told him he could have it. After that first lucky contract, we have 4 more skins to get for our boys, Bad News Eagles, before they go into the major. 3 of those skins are requested to be AKs and then 1 an AWP. So I have devised this restricted trade up contract in a way where we could get a very sick AK to complete the 1 out of 3 with, of course, the Hydroponic. 30% at the AK-47 hydroponic. That would be sick to get. I think that would be best case scenario. Even though it might not necessarily be the most expensive item, it would complete the 1 out of 3 AKs that we need. We got the 10% of the night. That would be epic. Throw it into a contract. We got the 10% at the Monia. That'd be epic. Throw it into a contract. We got the 10% at the P250 Franklin. Absolute worst case scenario. Let's press the button. Keep our fingers crossed. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, nice hydroponic. And let's check it's in factory new. It is factory new. Very sick. 037. They're selling for over $1,000, so I'm happy with that one. Now it's time to move on to some shots at some very sick AKs. We've got the Vulcan in factory new stat track, and then we also got the Fire Serpent in factory new stat track. 18.75% for the Fire Serpent, 18.75% for the AK-47 Vulcan. Both factory new. Not the best odds, but let's keep our fingers crossed for the second AK out of 3 that we need to get. In 3, in 2, in 1. Let's go. Oh, no way! That is super sick. Stat track AK-47 Vulcan in a very nice condition, coming in factory new. The float of this Vulcan is also very important, as it is a 0096. The very cheapest 009 I can find is around the $2,000 mark, so float is super important, and this is a sick thing to get. It looks so clean. I hope he covers it in his team stickers, and maybe player autograph signatures as well. That'd be cool. 2 out of 3 of the AKs absolutely smashed. We need 1 more. That means we're going for the gold arabesque. 60% for the gold arabesque. We also have an AK-47 wildcard in here. We got the X-ray. That'd be cool too. What we don't want to be hitting is the 20% up here. The AWP lightning strike is not a good enough AWP to give to these guys. We could also get the CZ Victoria, which would just be a complete rip. 80% for a usable AK. This would complete all of the AKs that we have to get. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1, go. That's real sad. We've got another shot at it. This time lesser odds. Only 40% to hit it. I put in this Oxide Oasis as well because we could get an AWP Desert Hydra from that, and that would kind of tick off the AWP challenge. But we're praying, fingers crossed, that it hits one of these fades. I don't want to see another Victoria. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1. That's bad. Yeah, so I'm done with losing on the contracts because I lost on the last 2. So I've set this one up for a 70% at the gold arabesque and then a 30% at the AK-47 X-ray. I think
You want the X-ray?
I'd probably prefer the gold arabesque, but it's not up to me. Either one, it's an AK, so it's fine. Please, do the honors. Oh, okay, an X-ray. Yeah. That's actually not bad. It's not bad at all.
No?
No, it's really not. It always hits the low percentage chances, the 30%, but that's pretty sick. The cheapest 0.3 I can find is about $1,700, so not too bad. This very final AWP contract, the GXX, is going to be the most exciting and also the most expensive. As you can see, I've set it up here with a guaranteed sick AWP return. 80% for the AWP Desert Hydra, 10% for the Dragon Lord, 10% for the Gungnir. He could be getting exceptionally lucky with this AWP, or he could be getting an AWP that's around the same value as everyone else's skins on his team. Let's count it down. In 3, in 2, I love hitting these small odds. Let's make it happen this time. In 1. Let's go. Okay, I can't complain. It was the worst hit, but hey, it was also a sick hit. Factory new AWP Desert Hydra for you, Mr. GXX. And there we have it. A couple of AWP Desert Hydras, of course, in factory new. An AK-47 X-Ray, a stat track AK-47 Vulcan, and a factory new AK-47 Hydroponic. Massive luck to them at the majors. I really hope they get through to the big boy stages of it. And these skins offer some kind of mystical, magical luck for them. If you're supporting Bad News Eagles just like I am, then slap that like button. If anyone is actually going to the major, then I'll probably be there, so you might see me. Thank you for watching the video, everybody, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.